sitting on some change.
Curse have his grandkids shit set.
Oh no, he's straight. He's sitting on some change. Let me tell you, he's sitting, and I always wondered, like, yo, what's going on? Because every time he's playing, I thought it was his last year, like he was contract year. I would always think he's on his contract year, and he'll be back playing, like, you know, on another contract. And I'm like, whoa, he might have been doing things behind closed doors, because every time I thought that he had his contract renewed, it would be like a year, 1 year contract, 2 years.
Yeah, for like 2 years for like 50 million.
They've been reading them up, man. Like,
so yeah,
I don't know, man.
So not to cut you, Stoney, just to give the people, let you know, we are live right now. This is Parlay with us, man.
Yes,
it's me here, Mr. Beans.
We black.
Team Parlay with us. We got Stoney Cook, we got Hustle Stacks and Sean Doe. We are back, man, full of effect. This is the Four Horsemen. You know how we do it, man, bringing you that hot live content, Boston-based sports podcast weekly, every Sunday at 7 o'clock, man. So we here at that time, and we coming, we bringing you guys hot, as you can see from the thumbnail, man, and from the title, breaking news. You know what I mean? We got that Mac Jones finally. You know what I mean? Mac is done.
Look.
Don't say they're trading him for a bag of shit.
Nah, look, Mac. You know what? Yo, you would have been a nice one. Yo, Beans, I should have spoke to you.
Daddy Jones is gone. They sent
Mackin is packing.
Yo,
Mackin is packing.
Yeah, Wack is packing.
Shout out to the Patriots, though. They did look out for him and send him back home.
No, that's true.
Shout out to the Patriots for acting quick.
That's true.
Shout out to the Patriots for acting fast.
Fuck
all that. And shit linger.
I'm gonna be
we nipping this in the butt early.
Get down to the nitty-gritty on that, y'all. Tell me how this happened. Tell me how this happened, and tell me what happened. What did he get traded for? What's the conditional and everything? Tell me what's going on.
Sean Doe said it. 6th rounder.
Yeah, but the funny thing to me is they said he had a little market. Like, it was some teams that wanted him besides Jacksonville. So I don't know. That's
yeah, but you know,
I mean, look. I'm not trying to compare, but look at Baker Mayfield. It's like some quarterbacks. It takes time. Believe it or not, it takes time. There's a lot. Look at Kirk Cousins. He was a backup that was. He wasn't good for a long time.
Kirk came in right away, though.
There's a lot of quarterbacks that takes time. It just takes time. I understand what it is. He might flourish.
Before we move on, I think
Geno Smith.
But look, he's about to go sit behind. He ain't gonna have that type of situation. He's about to go sit behind Trevor Lawrence. Stay healthy, what run is he really getting unless Trevor Lawrence has to sit down for a game?
He getting hurt though, fam.
But that's what I'm saying.
Lawrence be getting hurt.
That's what I just said though. I said if a healthy Trevor Lawrence,
I don't care what y'all say,
he might not get that much run.
Trevor on the hot seat to me. That's his mind.
That too. You know, but before we go forward, guys, I did a little remix on our intro.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through, but don't break.
Yeah, man. Once again, this is Parlay with us, man. It's Mr. Beans here, Stoney Cook, Sean Doe, Stacks, man. We coming to you guys every week, man, bringing you guys this fire content straight out of Boston, sports and entertainment. So today's topic, we are talking about Mac Jones getting released, traded, not released, but traded, by the Patriots. They got a 6th rounder from him. I mean, like, if y'all seen the
number 192,
if y'all seen the thumbnail, it was a hot, I said a wild hot fire sale. It was a fire sale. They got 50% off on that the Jaguars.
Jaguars got 50% off.
Jaguars got 50% deal, a 50% off deal on a player. who was a first rounder. That's how I looked at it. To get him way down in the 6, that's getting 50% off.
Listen,
I don't know
fellas,
I don't know what kind of value it is, but go ahead though.
Sorry, Beans.
No, go
Stacks.
ahead.
Tell me if you agree though. You know what this is too on a low, and maybe this is me deep thinking is I think the Patriots are trying to repair. As great as a Coach Bill was, could we all agree he didn't treat the players with the best, the best at times. Now I'm saying he had kind of a cold heart, which worked for him, and I'm not gonna say he should have did any different. He wasn't doing that. But I feel like the easily gentle, soft way, if they sending him home, I think people in the other players see that. Now it might not be a biggest deal, but like Stack said, he probably had a little bit of a market out there. Say they could have got a 5th or 4th.
Yeah, I agree. You know
what I mean? And they said, hey, fuck it, we'll take a 6. But how do we look? We look well. We sent him home. He's in a soft land in Spartan, Jacksonville. Lawrence gets hurt a lot. And I think players in that league talk, fellas. And at the end of the day, if you offer someone the bag, they're going to come to New England, no doubt. Let's not get it twisted. If you offer Barkley more than, say, Dallas offers Barkley by a stretch, he's going to come here. But what I'm saying is just trying to repair a little bit of that, tough guy, GM role, the Logan Mankins, cutting Malloy, sending off, just getting rid of Deion Branch. Like, I'm not saying max level, but what I'm saying is, hey, we sent that guy home. We could have got a 5th or 4th from him. This is a new organization. This is how we're doing it now. And I'm not saying that's what it is. That's just my opinion. Like, that's how I thought when Stacks was saying he had a market. I wondered if they could have got a little bit more for him, but they said, we fucked up. Because in a way, we kind of did fuck Macko. He was not great. But they did a little bit of a
but he has a lot of career left.
He does.
He has a lot of career left, man, and I think it's just gonna be motivation for him. I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks that have been through the same shit. Got traded, high draft pick. Look at Sam Darnold. I mean, he's not really thriving, but he's a perfect example, man.
Yeah, he's getting
high
too
pick
many
of the Jets,
in my opinion.
And then the Jets go and draft another first round, and he's a mess. So they're gonna have another quarterback that they're gonna probably trade. So it's gonna be a bunch of young quarterbacks that got potential. It's just a matter of what program they land on and thrive. And Baker Mayfield he's the prime example of that. You're talking about a guy that was a high draft pick himself, and he was thrown for dead. Like nobody thought he was able to do anything. For him to take that team to the playoff, that was major. That was major for a guy like him and what he was working with.
I agree with that.
A lot of teams are looking at that like, look, we could fix a quarterback, a young quarterback that, that has the potential. Maybe if we implement something where he's comfortable with, maybe he could thrive. And that's what's going on. It's going to be a bunch of young quarterbacks roaming around.
But the difference is,
teams are going to try to like.
Baker was better than Mac Jones coming out, much better. Baker was much better than Mac Jones, though. It was easy to take a chance on
Baker was awful. But
I understand. But I'm saying as far as ceiling goes, but as far as ceiling goes, he has some good years in Cleveland. He has some decent years with OBJ.
I think he only had one good year in Cleveland.
Yeah,
okay, so one better than Mac. I told you on the
Mac had one good year in New England.
Mac had one good year. That's what I was about to say.
I don't think Mac. That was over. I don't know. I didn't think that. I don't know. But they played nobody that year. Everybody they played that year was every team. I went to that Tennessee game. Tennessee had nobody on that team.
Yeah, but for a rookie quarterback falling behind Brady, I think that was a good year. For what he had to play with. True.
So just for the people who's in here live, who's in here on the live right now, join in on the chat. Tell us what you think about Mac Jones getting traded and what the Patriots got for Mac Jones. Do you think it was a fair compensation of getting a 6th round pick? Let us know that. Me personally, it is what it is. I thought they would have probably got more from him. I was saying maybe a 4th rounder, something like that. I had a 4th rounder.
And, they had some more offers, Tony. They had more offers.
That was the best one.
But when I heard 6th round, and that was due to Adam Schefter dropping the bomb this morning. But I heard possible 6th round. I was like, wow, 6th rounder. for Mac Jones, who was a first rounder. He was drafted what 10th overall.
Top 10.
Yeah, I think 10th overall. He was 10th overall pick. You know,
gotta think about it though, fellas. Why would you think any higher when they only Justin Fields is only commending in 3? So why would you think Mac would be anything higher than Justin Fields?
Exactly, and
I feel like and based on that, Stacks, I was really thinking reason why I would think. Okay, you said Fields was getting
a 3.
A 3. I said 4 for Mac.
No,
nah, he wasn't gonna get that.
No.
I don't know why the way he ended the year too.
I know y'all, you know the way he ended the year and everything. But y'all got y'all cease to forget he was a first rounder.
Yeah, but he's terrible.
But nobody. How long ago was that? It hasn't been long, but it seems like it because he hasn't been playing that good.
You think he could have got a 5? I think he could have got a 5.
Nah, man.
Maybe a 5. No, maybe a 5. Maybe a 5.
That was the best offer they had on the table.
I think they could have got a 5 from a
best offer.
From a
so
coach.
You mean
and let me tell you why they took that offer, because they want to move on.
That was basically
the best offer.
That 6 is like that. That's the last.
How fast they took it.
Last pick in the draft. Like,
look at the NFL year hasn't even started yet. It starts Wednesday. The new NFL year. That's why they can't make it official.
Like Doe said, they got shit for Matt Jones.
Well, that remains to be seen. We don't know that yet. How?
What do you
we
mean?
don't know that yet. We would have okay.
Rounder?
No. Let me. It's fair to say that, but we got to see who they're gonna draft.
Tom Brady was a 6th rounder.
No, Stacks. We have to see what they do with that draft pick, and they're gonna highlight that shit. Whatever they do with that draft pick that they traded Mac Jones for, they're gonna highlight that. Stacks, when they draft that person, they're gonna be like, "This is the draft pick that they traded Mac Jones for this player."
I know,
and we'll see how that.
Yeah,
then we
can't give Mac Jones credit for that. You gotta give the scouts credit.
But Stacks, come on, Stacks. You're saying that Brady was a 6th round, but when's the last time a 6th rounder became a Hall of Famer?
After the good 1st rounder, let alone a 6th rounder.
I'm not saying a Hall of Famer.
All the good players come out after the 1st round.
He don't have to be a Hall of Famer, but he could be a decent player. There's 6 rounders. I would say if you did the homework, I bet there's 6 rounders that did.
They get a good job.
Yeah, definitely. There's been a lot of late rounders that's thriving in that. I'm not saying
what you guys saying. I'm
not saying it's a good. I'm not saying they got a good return, guys.
That's what I'm saying. That return is.
I'm not saying it's a good return, but that's all they was gonna get.
Right,
that's all they was gonna get.
That's based on the performance of the player. Maybe that's it.
That's what I'm saying. That's all they were gonna get. I mean, yes, it's a bag of
the value of the player.
But they wasn't gonna get any better than that.
What did Trey Lance get?
Players and shit.
Horrible. Trey Lance got a horrible. They traded crumbs too. Cowboys traded. Look it up. I think it was 5th round pick for Trey Lance.
Better than the 6th.
Well, I mean, not far from the 6th. And he was a number 2. So.
But
Trey Lance was pick number 2.
Got a 4.
All right, then he's a higher draft pick than Mac Jones, and he still got crumbs for him because he couldn't do shit.
I think he got
so it's just hard, man. That's the thing about the NFL. Like,
listen. At the end of the day, I think they got what they think. I mean, okay, they got a rounder.
That's all they was gonna get.
Really feel that way. So be it. Like you said, we'll see what that turnout look like on that pick, and I guess it's for this year's draft, right? This is not right.
Hell yes, this year's draft.
I just looked that up. You might want to go look at that 6th round draft picks, man. There's some damn names right there, dog.
That's why
name them, Stacks. Name them.
I'm gonna tell you one.
Name some right now. Name them.
Antonio Brown.
Ooh.
Dallas Thomas.
Ooh.
Terrell Davis.
Whoa.
Jason Kelce.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Alfred Morris, Joe Klecko. There's some names on there now.
Wow.
Well, maybe we will get a value out of this.
No, but I just feel like that's all they was gonna get. There's no way that they would have just settled for that this early. I felt like they knew. They said, you know what, this is the best it's gonna get. Let's just get this out the way so we could start the new league year on the right note. We don't want to drag this, and we're gonna do a Mac Jones, and we don't want to deal with that distraction. This is gonna be our best bet. Let's make this deal. Get that out the way and let's move on. And that's just what it came down to, man. They didn't want to deal with that.
Speaking of bets, guys, stay tuned. In the next few minutes or so, we will be giving you guys our best bets. I think Stoney and Doe will
I got a good best bet on college basketball.
By the way, your boy is on fire.
Right. So I'm just giving y'all the disclaimers. Please stay tuned, guys. People who are in here to find out what's the best bet of this weekend or the best bet of today. Cook and Doe will be giving you guys today's best bet.
I got something tonight.
And for tonight, and whatever it is that y'all gonna drop on them, these guys are the better.
Lakers, right?
I don't think they want to. I don't think they want to wait to go to the pay window. They want to go to there tonight.
Is that the Lakers game?
So
they want to start the week nice. So
right,
try to help them out with that.
Said, man, you guys stay tuned. We're gonna be talking about the best bet in a few minutes. So we can get past this. So once we get past this, Mac Jones being traded for the 6th rounder, which we're almost done with this part. I think we already understanding. Some of us have. I think they could have got more than a 6th round, but you guys are comfortable with the 6th round for Mac Jones. So it is what it is. I don't know what people out there thinking. If you guys think Mac Jones, the trade-off for Mac Jones, the 6th rounder was worth it or a value trade, chime in, let me know. But so before we move on to the best bets, man, we're gonna what else you guys got going on the NFL radar? Like what do you guys got going down on the radar as far as like what happened in the combine and what we got going? What y'all think?
It's Tony, they brought your man Hunter Henry back.
Henry came back. Yeah, I saw that.
I don't mind that.
You don't mind,
that? They didn't use them like they should have, and I think they know that. So we getting another tight end. You best believe that.
Yeah.
Another tight end
for sure.
Hunter Henry's gonna be more of a blocking tight end that's gonna catch those passes.
Let's give an update,
I don't
guys.
think he's gonna be that go-to tight end.
Tomorrow is the start of the free agency, so I know
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so I know it officially, but it's basically started already. We got a few signings. Chris Jones went back for big bucks.
They gave him the bag. I think he's a little too old for that money, man.
How much did Kansas City give Chris Jones?
Whew. He's the highest paid defensive tackle.
I think ever.
It's how Sway? They gave this dude 160. How they do that? How they have room for that with
160 for what? 3 years or 2 years?
This dude on the book.
You know why they got room? They got an owner that don't care as long as that's why. Tell him, though, am I right or wrong?
No, I'm laughing.
He don't care. He'll pay.
No, but I'm like,
he's gonna pay.
He's gonna pay, but I'm just saying, I didn't think they were gonna have that much room. With Mahomes taking up a good chunk of that.
If he's homegrown, don't you get like some sort of relief? I don't know. I'm just asking.
He just doesn't stay healthy though. I mean, there got to be a clause in that contract.
You've been their best defensive guy last 3 years. What you mean? He been healthy, bro. He been healthy. I mean, that dude is very important to that Chiefs defense, dog. Very.
Who that?
Yeah, he is. I get it. He is.
Chris Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the anchor of the defense. That's the anchor. That's the anchor of the defense there. If you guys have any qualms about Chris Jones on that squad, if they would have lost Chris Jones to free agency,
that defense wouldn't have been as good.
That defense wouldn't have been as good. That's a rebuild right there just by losing Chris Jones up front there. That's the anchor. So
watch that NFL film. He was in the backfield the whole game.
Yes, watch that. Yes, watch the playoffs.
He was in the backfield the whole
watch the playoffs. Chris Jones was doing his thing. So I think, yeah,
that was against Trent Jones.
I guess. I just looked something up. I guess. I mean, yeah.
I don't know how many, but
but let me tell you, he's been I feel like he's been a quiet force. Like I don't about him too much.
Bro. That dude is a monster, man.
He's a monster, man. Trust me.
A monster, dog.
Trust me. It's just that when you hear other facets of their defense had holes, it made Chris Jones more of a polarizing figure. Like it kind of like when they had defense. Think about it when they were you know, in the beginning when they were, you know, really knocking on the door when, you know, they were battling with Brady. Chris Jones was there them whole times, and they had a more of a younger defense then, so he was be able to kind of like blend in with basically an all around defense then. But now he's, you know, with this falling off of certain guys and things changing on their defense within the past couple of seasons, he has been the focal point of the defense, but he is the anchor of that defense. Without Chris Jones, I don't know. They will probably be needing to replace somebody else that can hold that type of fort. Seriously, unless they was going to draft that kid, but they don't got that draft capital, I don't think. You know, so
I mean, shout out to Chris Jones, man. He got that bag, man. I mean,
so who else though
what
what else is moving though in free agency?
Baltimore, they signed their stud. Their D lineman. He got 90 million. I forget his
the African kid. This
African dude. He got a bag.
Mubakwe or something like that.
Mubakwe or something like that. So he got about 90 mil, you say?
He got 96. He got like 40 or something up front, I believe.
He had a great year, and he's young.
He had a great year. Those are just like probably the biggest. I'm missing one.
Chicago signed a couple of their stuff.
Oh, Chicago got Bayer for 2 years.
Bayer's.
He's a little older and longer in the tooth, but
they signed their cornerback back, and
they got their cornerback Johnson back.
Yeah,
that's gonna be 5 Johnson, fellas.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the free agency. I want Patrick Queen. That's what I want.
Tomorrow, you saying free agency is going to be lit up?
Yeah, it starts. So you're gonna hear deals mentioned.
I think tomorrow though you can start the legal tampering, but you can't.
That's what I'm saying. So you're gonna hear them start saying names, even though Wednesday it won't be official till Wednesday. None of it's gonna be official till Wednesday.
Jacobs, wow, he's out there. Marcus Brown.
That running back field is loaded. That running back field is loaded with
Patrick Queen. I like that dude, man. That linebacker out of Baltimore.
Yeah, I like Queen.
I like Queen.
Queen's good. Calvin Ridley's out there.
They saying they put him on the Patriots. I'm hearing
Gabe Davis.
Yep, a lot of people, man. But
Gabe Davis.
Buffalo cut.
Do y'all think Gabe Davis kind of fell off this year, or was he hurt?
He was hurt.
You know who I like? I would take that dude from Denver that they did Simmons instead of Duggan.
And you'd be bringing him back because he played at BC. So you'd be bringing him back.
I'd take him.
Yeah, he's tough. He's a safety
he's just as old as Duggan. Duggan's like 40 years old, only in his third year.
I think Justin Simmons can actually cover though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why I would take him. He's the opposite side of Duggan come up and hit you. Simmons is more of a cover safety, and I think that would be a perfect pairing with them too. I agree with that.
With that being said, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button, man. Please, we appreciate it. This is when the skills
kick in, man. As a GM,
hit the like, vision. Hit the subscribe button. Please share this live and share this
that defense don't need
with your friends and family. Thank you.
Don't need much. It needs like
it's a little bit.
The secondary. Yeah. The secondary. We need to
speed on that linebacker.
The linebacker in the secondary.
No, I think more linebacker in the secondary. Because you got to remember, Stoney Gonzalez is coming back, so he was hard. Yeah, so
I'm speaking as far as the safety.
I'm all set with Matt Wilson and you know I actually like.
Glad Jonathan Jones is gone. I'm glad all them Joneses are gone. Man.
What are we doing? I agree with that.
Jonathan Jones.
They were just hype, man.
Jack Jones.
Jack Jones, you mean Jack Jones is probably gone.
Marcus Jones too, right? Ain't he gone?
Nah,
one of them Joneses. Whatever Jones left, I was happy to see him go.
Mike Jones, whatever.
The one I got caught up with the rap.
That was Jack Jones.
I think Marcus Jones is too small. Like
well, you got to kick it. You got to keep him for special teams purposes. You got to keep him for that.
If you don't break his neck again running the ball up the motherfucker, the guy's like 4'2".
No,
so guys, let's keep this thing moving. Let's keep this thing live for the people. Let's keep the people engaged. You know, we are talking sports. We are bringing you guys. We talked about Mac Jones that's being traded. Y'all knew how I felt about miggity whack Mac Daddy since the beginning of the season. I gave it a little. Remember when Stoney said, "Oh, Beans, you gotta let it. And he did exactly. Remember, you gotta let it. And I was like, oh no, no, no. You know,
you got to.
But I gave it to. I gave him that chance, and it didn't work.
It didn't work. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Knew. Think about it. I'm not saying I'm some kind of clairvoyant, but didn't I tell you guys at the beginning of the season we will be here today? I said it. We will be trading Mac Jones and we'll be drafting number 3. Didn't I tell you guys that?
Why don't you go to the window with that bet? It was a wager on that shit.
But it was just I
thought he was gonna get cut. I'm surprised they got a 6.
Yeah, I'm with you though. I thought he was gonna get cut. I'm with you.
I'm surprised they got a 6, to be honest.
No.
When I seen it lasting this long, Stacks is right. When I seen it lasting this long, guys, I thought that he was gonna get cut. When I seen it, like, you know, the combine came and went, and there was no talk about Mac. You didn't hear nothing. All I was hearing, to tell you guys the truth, was Mac was showing up to the gym at the facilities every day.
Yeah, I mean, he has to do that. He has
to. Show he ain't salty and shit.
But off season though, Stacks.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Okay,
you got to do that. You have to.
Right.
You have to. You have to come, even though you're gonna get fired. Listen, you can go to work and still get fired. You know what I'm saying? So he had to come in and show face. This showing this for the next team. You know what I'm saying? As a quarterback, quarterbacks looked at differently than any other
maturity.
Right.
So he had to come in there. Shit, even Aaron Hernandez came to work and he caught a body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about
he came to work.
Yeah, Aaron came to work.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. So with that being said, we're moving on from Mac, man. And some of those players that we need to move on from, we don't know who they are. I wouldn't assign Hunter Henry back, but I wouldn't assign him back.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
If y'all think that he still got some kind of he got some kind of breakaway speed that he could still, you know what I mean? Go ahead, but
he ain't got no breakaway speed.
He ain't got no breakaway.
He's a possession tight end, but he's a great blocking tight end. He's a great blocking tight end. That's why he kept him.
I mean, when I say let me be clear. Let me be clear. When I say breakaway, it's not breakaway to run for no touchdown. I'm talking about separation.
Yeah, I ain't got that either. And like I said,
let me be clear about my wording. I mean breakaway, I mean separation.
If replacing Tom Brady is the elephant in the room, replacing Gronk is the fucking hippopotamus in the room.
That's what I'm talking about.
They have not replaced Gronk. That tight end position, Stoney, has not been overhauled.
Has not been that's not.
I mean, they tried. I like Jonnu Smith, the Jonnu Smith pickup. They tried it, but I think I don't know. I felt like they didn't use him like they should have. And I'm not blaming them as well. I'm blaming him too, because his hands, he had the stone hands as well. He dropped some passes, but I saw a guy that had tremendous upside. He had great speed. He was young, but there's a reason why Tennessee didn't sign him. You know, his hands are not well.
Do y'all understand?
They gave it a shot.
Sorry to cut you, Crook. Do you understand? Edwin Bott Zambelas. I don't understand the mathematics what you're trying to tell us, but thanks for joining in on this. I don't know what the 59 and 50 is, and
seemed like
so, but shout out for coming through, Edwin. I always give whoever jumps on the chat the opportunity to showcase what they had to say, they comment, but be more clear to me, buddy. Thank you. So I can basically, transcribe what was being said there. But
maybe that's the receptions for each tight end or something.
Over the last 5 years,
the reception comparison.
That shit back on the screen.
I mean, I'm trying to give him some credit.
It seemed like some type of code for a virus or some shit.
Yo, man, come on! Don't even start.
He said the receptions over the last 4 years.
I mean, look, if you look it up, you'll be shocked though.
You never know. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand the mathematics, but it could be receptions.
That could be that look like receptions to me right there. 88 to 67.
I'm sorry, brother, but that seemed like a code to some shit. We ain't putting that on. Come back right.
59-50.
Come back right. Yeah, 59.
Right. We appreciate you though. But
we appreciate you. Yeah, we do. We appreciate you, but try to articulate a little bit better than that, brother. So yeah, guys, I see Stoney. You just pulled it up. What's that? The main lunch?
No, this is nowhere near the main lunch. The main lunch don't come in cans, brother.
Oh, no, okay.
You know this. Nah, man, this is something different.
Which one is that?
Oh, this is an exclusive limited edition type of thing. This is what they call the Mastermind Fiddlehead Double IPA.
You gotta let them know about it, man. You are
yeah, I mean,
connoisseur, so you gotta let them know.
Man,
put that on the screen, showcase that. What's the name again? Say it again. What's the name again?
This is the Fiddlehead Mastermind limited edition. Mastermind double IPA.
These joints from where you be going to get these?
He
right around the corner store, man. They be having stuff, you know. I mean, what can I say, man? They know I come through, and sometimes they put things to the side for me, man. They put this to the side for me. They're like, yo, I got something new here that's limited, man. You want to try it? I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Right.
So
before we move on, I want us to move on. I am done with the Patriots conversation. We're going to see what's going on. Things is moving forward, guys. The draft will be when in the next couple weeks or something like that.
Couple weeks, but March Madness is next. The selection shows next weekend.
So March Madness
major conference tournament start this week.
Conference tournament start this week. So you know, we'll have some more content for you guys based on what's going on this week and this upcoming week in sports and stuff.
Shout out to South Carolina, Don legend.
Right, we're gonna talk about that. That's why I put college hoops up there. I didn't just want to put men's. I put college hoops because women and men's right now are making strides. There's as far as history being made and all that type of stuff. I was taking a look at the before we go forward on the next segment. I was taking a look at the LSU. Our South Carolina. Something happened towards the end of the game. Everybody, a little brawl happened. Both teams lost almost half their squad on both sides, and there was implications for these ejections. But I'll talk about that once we get into the college hoop section. So before we move forward, let's talk about our best bets. So the best bets of the week is coming up, guys. Please get your ear to the tube or to the speaker, however you want to do it. Get your ear to the speaker. My man Doe and Crooks is about to give y'all some gems on their best bets and their parlays for today. So whoever wants to go first, I'm going to give y'all the screen so you can do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I started off tonight. I'm looking at North Dakota. I'm going deep. This is the Summit League.
Give it to them.
But I'm taking North Dakota, the money line. I'm just taking them to win, even though they're -1.5. But I'm taking them to just win outright against Nebraska Omaha. North Dakota own this team. They've been owning this team for a while. The number's short. I like this play. I did some research into it, and I looked at some other stats on this game and some experts that looked over this game, and everybody likes North Dakota. So that to me is a good play to get into tonight, 9:30 tip off. North Dakota money line.
That gotta be conference tournament, Stoney. What round is that? First round, second round?
This is the second round.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe this is the second round. This is the Summit League. North Dakota money line. Go to the window with that, man. Confident. Don't be scared with this one. I'm going a little heavy on this play myself. So North Dakota money line over Nebraska Omaha.
That's your best bet, or you got more than
that's my best bet. That's my best bet.
Okay, all right. And that's what you're going to the window on tonight.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm going to the window.
So North Dakota
with the truck. I'm going to the window with the Brink truck.
Okay, so just to give a little replay to the people watching, you say you got North Dakota tonight against who?
Nebraska Omaha.
Nebraska Omaha 9:30. What conference is that, Crook?
Well, this is the Summit League.
The Summit League.
This is the Summit League conference, and this is like the second round. But this is the Summit League conference.
Okay. All right. And you said you're taking North Dakota on the over?
On the money line.
The money
just
line.
Win.
Okay.
Win.
All right.
You could take them minus 1.5, but just I'm just gonna take them to just straight win because it might be that type of game. They may win by 1, so you want to cover yourself. So just take them to win on the money line, which is I think it's gonna be. I think the money line is like minus 130.
Minus 130
on DraftKings. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, give that DraftKings shout outs. That's the handle that you use all the time.
Yes, that's what we do. We on DraftKings. I'm gonna give it to you guys right now.
And coming up next will be Doe's picks of the week or his pick of the day, or best bets as we call it. What up, Luther? Thanks for chiming in, Luther. Shout out to Luther. Luther's like always in here this week, and we appreciate that, Luther, man. You helping us out. Luther, yo, shout out to Luther, man. Shout out, yo. I do a little dip and dive into the Facebooks and different things to check out how our algorithms are going and how we doing. Luther be sharing our stuff on his page, guys. You know what I mean? And Luther's into the music business down there in the South in the A. And he has a big studio and all that. I told you, though, this is somebody that I gotta reach out to. You gotta connect you with on the South side of things. Luther, you hearing me about that? My man Doe is a good artist. You gotta get in, chime in, and so you guys can chat up. But yeah, and thanks for shouting this out, man, and posting and sharing our live and sharing our content on your page. We appreciate that, brother.
Real quick, yeah. minus 130 to make it official. Like that's I was thinking that, but it's minus 130. So 130 will get you $100. So you just I mean I would go unit on that play just quickly, but yeah, the money line on that North Dakota game is minus 130.
Thanks for sharing that with us so the people can understand the whole schematics of that bet. Doe, you are up, bro. I will give you the screen.
I'm going NBA tonight. It's the 9:30 game. It's a doubleheader on ESPN. It's the Lakers versus Minnesota. I missed the prop bet, so I'm going to give you Austin Reeves 23.5 rebounds, assists, and points. And actually, DraftKings got a special tonight. It's plus 150 for LeBron and
shout out to DraftKings.
Anthony Edwards has scored 25 plus. Thing is, with that special, you only put 10 as a max, but if you go and build it yourself, you still could get some. I could should have did it before I got on, but basically that's not a bad bet right there, and that's a special. 10 will get you. If you just want to make a little quick little $20, but the other one is 23.5 for Austin Reeves. Points, assists, and rebounds, and that is let me see real quick. I just should have had the minus already. It's minus 120. 120 will get you 100. And LeBron, if you want to do the LeBron points, assists, and rebounds, is 40.5, and that's minus 115, which ain't a bad bet because he's not going to come out of a national televised game. He don't come on anyway, really. But so I got Austin Reeves 23.5, the over. That's on DraftKings. That's minus 120. I have LeBron and Anthony Edwards 25 plus points each. They each got to score 25 or more points, and that's a plus 150. And if you want to work with I don't mind this one, LeBron 40.5 assists, points, and rebounds at minus 115, and that's for the ESPN game 940 game on ESPN.
Thanks, Doe. I appreciate that. So guys, there you go. Doe and Cook just gave you some of our best bets of today's show. I will recap, or hopefully we could recap and give you guys a quick recap of those bets before the end of the show. If anybody missed it, because we are live, so if you did miss best bets of today before the end of the show, Stoney and Doe will give y'all a quick recap on what their best bets is of today. All right, so yes, guys, let's move on. We're moving on to college hoops. So college hoops is the second part of our segment today. College hoops is heating up. This is Stacks, I guess, time of the year, I would say. And with that being said, I watched a couple games this weekend, and one game that stood out to me was Kentucky versus Tennessee. That was a good game. Men's hoops yesterday. I was able to sit down and watch it. Tennessee did play pretty good. They try to hang in there, but it seems like Kentucky, they had two kids on that team in Kentucky, Stacks. You might know their names better than I would, but the white kid that was the guard,
Reed Shepard. That's Jeff Shepard's son, though. Reed
Yep. Good friend of mine, Jeff.
He been out of his mind yesterday. He hit some amazing shots.
Who that kid, right?
Yeah, man.
Yo, man, he was splashing, yo.
Yeah, he was, man.
He was pulling up, man. I was like, yo, who is this kid? It was like he was on a national stage yesterday. The way he was just, them jumpers was just with contestment. This dude was pulling up and icing dudes.
Yeah,
that was a good game.
A quick little fun fact. His father won the Boston shootout dunk contest because Greg Minor didn't want to do it. I was there. It was Greg Minor turned it down. Jeff said, "I'll do it." He was friends with my father, his father.
Wow.
Jeff Shepard, his dad is also a two-time national champion too with the Wildcats. So that's in his bloodline, right?
Okay. There. So that kid,
but that's the Wayne Turner teams.
Yes, that was Wayne's backcourt partner. Stoney, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep. He was on the team with Wayne.
And who was the other kid? It looked like he was the forward. Had
Rob Dillingham. He's a grad transfer. He's tough. Kentucky got. Let me tell you something. Kentucky gonna be tough in the conference because we all know, Stoney. You know, once March Madness come, it's all about your guard play. And Kentucky, good guard play.
That's what I noticed.
Shepard and Dillingham, and you got the Wagner kid. If he can play a little bit better than he's been playing, I think Kentucky would be a tough out. And with that being said, Tennessee had already clinched the SEC outright, and they got a bye in the tournament. So they was kind of like coasting a little bit, I felt. But
is Tennessee the SEC champions?
Yeah, Tennessee's the SEC champion, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and Tennessee was kind of coasting a little bit. They needed a wake-up call, but they was like, fuck it, man, we done clinched it. We ain't trying to get nobody hurt. We trying to get to the
joint. Right, exactly.
And they also secured, from what I'm seeing, they are the number one seed. Not the overall number one, but they will be a number one seed. They will,
in their region.
Yeah, in their region.
So they don't have a tournament?
They do, but the outright, not the tournament.
Okay.
Outright.
Yeah. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That guard for Tennessee is good too, though. What's that kid's name?
Connect may be.
Connect, man.
Connect may be the best player in college to me. I mean, every time I watch him, he has 30 every single time.
Yeah, he was balling. Yeah. Nice. That was a nice game I watched, and I think I watched something. Who else was playing last night?
I seen that Duke North Carolina game, man.
North Carolina.
Oh yeah, North Carolina.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. That dude Filipowski should be suspended for 2 games for that foolishness.
Yeah,
he did that.
Why shit. He always in the middle of shit, Stacks.
He did that shit on purpose, and he's a sucker for that, man. He could have hurt that kid. That kid was running full speed for him to stick his leg out and did that. And you know what though? When that whole court storming shit came about,
that's what I'm saying.
He stuck his leg out then too.
But that's what I'm saying. He's
man. Like he stuck his leg out then too. Yo, he's a like you say, though he's a bozo.
Bozo.
Yeah, I'm sick.
He's actually our bozo of the week. We're gonna have to start giving those
we
other
gotta
games.
come back with the bozo of the week, man.
I've been slacking. My bad. My fault.
On the bozo.
He got it this week, bro. He stuck his leg out. He could have hurt that kid, man. He did it on purpose. That kid was running full speed trying to get back into the play, and you leg whip the kid. If the NCAA don't suspend that kid, it's something going on, or fine Duke or something. I'm just so sick of these Duke players doing that foolishness, man. I'm tired of it.
Right,
like,
and it so happens that Mike Krzyzewski is not coaching that team, so that new coach doesn't have that hold with these players. I mean, you know, this is a team that they're not known for that. That's why I'm so surprised to see them behave that way. Like these guys are like high class.
They finally
a high class program. So it's like, what's going on here?
Stuck his leg out.
It didn't happen as much when Krzyzewski. You're right, but Grayson Allen was on some sucker shit like this too.
It was.
Then they throwing bottles at the guys. Like, what's going on?
That's crazy. What are we doing?
That's that. Hey, I'm telling you,
there's gonna be some real violence at one of these games sooner than later. I hate to say
that rivalry right there, though. That's up there with that Yankee and Red Sox. That Duke.
That rivalry.
I can see that rivalry getting little. That's a big rivalry right there.
That is a big rivalry.
That rivalry's serious. They trying to do something about the whole crowd storming the court. They trying to do something about that because that's dangerous. It's dangerous.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Police.
What are you gonna do?
They talk about
have 100 cops on the surrounding the court.
They talk about fining the university hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Exactly.
But what do the university have control of students storming the damn court?
Got to get better security. It's up to them to hire better security.
Got to get better security.
Yeah.
And but
isn't that, guys? Come on now, listen. If y'all saying y'all gonna stop stomping the court or however y'all got rushing the court right after a big win, after the championship game, y'all mean to tell me everybody's just gonna stand in their seats and clap?
Nah, that's championship game. This is regular season though. This is like a
this regular game.
I'm not disagreeing. I think they should do something about it. Yeah, JJ Redick was there.
Yeah, you're right.
I think
they're gonna do something monetary.
No, I think they should do something about it.
Hurt your pocket.
You notice how it only happens. You know how it's only a problem when it happens at Duke though. And I'm not saying they shouldn't stop it or whatever. I'm not disagreeing with that. But until it happened at Duke, no one gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's the problem I have. You know what I mean?
It used to happen when it was a big upset. That's when I
know, but what I'm saying, they didn't want to regulate it until it happened at Duke. That's all I'm saying. They wanted to put a dude in jail. What are we talking about here? Put someone in jail?
Right.
Just like you said, just get better security, find the school, tighten up, let them know before the game. If that's what you want to do, if that's what it's gonna be. But that being said, that kid from Duke is a dirty mother effer, bro. Like, I don't want to hear no complaints.
I agree with that. That was bad. That was bad. Like that. If I was a coach, I would have called timeout and checked the refs. And I'm like, how do y'all not see that right there? And then the sad thing about it, I watched that whole game. If you go back, they had called a timeout because the kid was dragging on the play. The referee, shout out to Shia, because Shia pulled him and said something to him about that. And Shia, as the kid's going to the bench, you can see the ref talking to him. So the ref seen it. That's what bothers me. The ref seen him do that. And because they're Duke, they get away with it. Duke has been getting away with this shit since Christian Laettner. When is
yes. Yeah, you're right.
Stop? Like that kid should be suspended for 2 games. I'm telling you. There's no way you stick your leg out on purpose to do that.
So what other hot games, not to cut you guys on the Duke topic. I mean, but what other hot games was on yesterday, guys?
That was the main. That was really the main one.
Those 2 main games.
Kentucky, right? Tennessee was
in the North Carolina. Yeah.
Kentucky, Tennessee was big.
Did UConn play yesterday?
Yeah, UConn. That was a fucking blowout from the word go.
Right.
Blowout.
I have some neighbors. I got
Houston
some
blew out Kansas.
UConn.
Let me tell you something. Shout out to Calvin Sampson for winning the Big 12 in his first year. That's crazy. Like Houston went in there in the Big 12, blew Kansas out. Mind you, Kansas did blow them out earlier in Kansas. So now Kansas came to Houston, and Houston really blew them out.
That was a game yesterday. Houston took care of business.
And Houston's another #1 overall seed, Stoney. Be careful for Houston.
Yeah.
Houston.
I was gonna tell you guys as a
Houston.
bet,
I'm watching them. They're playing some good ball.
Houston, and I'm not even big in like deep in dive into the college ball like you are, Stacks. But Houston, for some reason, that program has been getting better and better and better.
Calvin Sampson, man, let me tell you something. Calvin Sampson wins everywhere he goes. He won at Indiana with no other coach. Coaches still ain't winning at Indiana. He won at Tulane. He's everywhere he goes, he wins, man. He just wins basketball games. He's a good college, a great
coach.
Coach.
He's a great coach.
He really is, man.
Enough said, guys. That's
and he does.
That's why I rely on you, Stacks, because you are very well versed in this college ball.
Quick question. What happened at Providence game? There was some drama with the fans too. Not to get on that, not to get on that salacious shit, but
they was just doing the same shit though, throwing stuff on the court, like you know how it is. UConn been beating them since goddamn since Mecca over for.
Right. Eric Murdoch, right?
I apologize.
I don't think Providence beat Connecticut since Sham God, and then that's just
so that was the game. It was Providence. It was Connecticut versus Providence, or Providence versus. That's because you know what? Like I was about to tell you guys. Last night I saw a picture of one of my neighbors posted something or whatever, and they was at the game. It was like a big thing because a lot of my neighbors here went to UConn for some reason, like a good lot of them, like maybe about a dozen or half a dozen of them went to UConn, and they all resided end up what you call settling here in Canton and Boston, Mass, over in this area. But so I knew that game was on yesterday too. That's why I asked about it.
And shout out to UConn. That's my Stoney. That's my no. If I was a betting man like you and Doe, I'll go to the window with UConn to win the whole thing. I just think that
overall, I mean, I see that. I slept on them last year. I mean,
I had them going to the Elite Eight last year. I didn't have them winning the whole thing. I did have them going to the Elite Eight. Bobby Hurley surprisingly is a better coach than I thought. I actually owe him an apology. He's getting a lot out of them guys, and they also got a great recruiting class coming in next year. So they're gonna be right back at it, man.
So Terrell said UConn's winning the chip, man. It's nobody looks more well-rounded than them.
He's right. They're
deep, I heard.
They are deep.
So they have a deep squad.
Where they go Stacks like 8-9?
Yeah, 8-9. Skill. 8-9 skill. When you talk about a bag of potatoes, just throwing it to give my man some water.
Not like throwing Sam Hauser out there. They go really like a real 8-9.
I ain't going that far.
So 8-9 deep. Stacks, you're saying
Stacks, you know how to throw that little shit in there, yeah. You know how to say.
So you're saying they 8-9 deep?
Yeah, they go about 8-9, man. They go about 8-9 deep, man.
So let me ask y'all this: the kid, what's it? The kid Edie. How they looking? Are they just getting like
they are solid. They are solid. But the problem is they're a Big Ten school.
That's what I mean.
Big Ten schools
I know you don't
watch Madden. They just don't do well.
Right.
I listen. I took Iowa back-to-back years. First round done against like East Cupcake State. They do it every time. And then Purdue did it last year against goddamn Farley Dickinson. When they got this big seven, they got Godzilla on their team and they refuse to give him the ball. Fellow listeners, be wary of Big Ten schools and get in March Madness. I don't know what it is about them. They just choke. They've been doing it for years.
And I think you mentioned that about Iowa earlier on before we even got into college basketball.
When you had that Keegan Murray. Remember that Keegan Murray? They was like a #1 seed, and they lost in the first round.
Their basketball teams play like they football teams. It's crazy.
It makes no sense. And shout out to Courtney Aldridge from Boston. He's on that staff, and it's like, yo, man, I just don't get it, man. They got talent to win, and they well coached. They just lose in the first round all the time, first or second, all the time.
Yeah, and I think it's a mental thing too. I think the tournament's a whole different animal, and you got to have a different mindset. You got teams just going 100 at you, no matter who they are. They're going 100, man. Look, we got to see a 16 seed drop a 1 seed a couple of times now. So it's like these low,
it's
these
way
lower
more
seeds,
parity than ever.
these
Way
low
more
key
parity.
teams, they
There's way
coming
more
hungry,
parity.
man. And you got to be ready for it. You know, you can't just go in there thinking, you know, you're gonna run them out the court, man. These teams are coming hungry, and you got to be mentally tough and ready.
So Stacks, you're saying basically, you're basically saying UConn is just cruising right now.
Listen, I would pick UConn. They're a well balanced breakfast, brother. They got the guard play, they got the bigs, they got wings. They loaded, man. They're tough out. I don't know how you could beat them. It's gonna take. You got to slow them down. That's the only thing. Yeah, you got to slow them down, man. They are tough, man. They got everything you want for a college basketball team. They can hit the 3-ball, and they well coached. They are well coached. That's one thing you're gonna have to beat UConn. You're gonna have to beat. They ain't gonna lose.
Nicely said.
And keep your foot on the pedal.
Basically saying they don't beat themselves.
Nah.
I think in college basketball, period, you got to keep your foot
I didn't think Hurley was
pedal.
gonna do when he got that job. I wasn't no fan of that. I thought UConn could have went another direction, bring some notoriety back to that program.
So that the Hurley's from New Jersey, Stack?
Yeah, that's the younger brother.
Okay,
Danny, not
yeah,
Bobby.
because is Hurley still coaching Arizona State?
Yes, he's still at Arizona State.
Yeah.
Yes,
he did some good things a couple of years ago with that team.
Good thing a couple of years ago, man. He did some good things at Wagner. They was both on the staff at Wagner in New Jersey. And his dad was a longtime high school legend.
Yeah, St. Patrick's, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Jason Williams got a lot of players there that he played that went to the league. And that school, I think that school shut down. Am I right though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what's it? Patterson?
Kyrie went there too, right? Or no?
Yeah, I think Jay Will went there. Jason Will.
I know Jay Will.
No. What's the name of that college?
It's a high school.
It's a high school.
St. Patrick's.
And where was that at?
No, though we saying it's St. Anthony's. St.
Anthony's.
And where's that at?
St.
Jersey.
Kyrie went to St. Patrick's.
Kyrie went to St. Patrick's. My bad.
Jersey.
They're both in Jersey though.
Yeah,
they both in Jersey.
Got some good players coming out of there.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
so
it's college
before we move on from hoops and just end it with the culture, let's get into the women's hoops college side. I will just tell you guys, yesterday, I didn't watch the game. I watched some highlights. I was out eating dinner with some friends, and we were in like a restaurant bar type thing, and the TV's up.
Well, I already know what you're gonna say.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something, and this is for the people out there. For anyone who think that women's sports is something not digestible, good word, right? Not digestible. You got another thing coming. I wasn't me myself is guilty of this, but yesterday, as I'm sitting in a restaurant eating, I'm watching this girl splash it like, yo, where did she learn to shoot like that? Where? Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you another thing.
Whoever's her coach.
This is how diverse women's basketball is. Okay, this is what I'm gonna tell you.
That girl can shoot, man.
I'm gonna ask y'all a legitimate question, and you already know what the answer is. Who's the best?
What's the last name again? Say the name again. What's the girl's name again?
Clark.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, now I'm gonna say now. Clark. That being said,
yo, that girl.
That being said, this is going. I'm gonna ask y'all a legitimate question. This is how much women's basketball has changed. Who's the best player in women's college basketball right now? And you already know who it is.
Right.
It is Caitlin Clark.
Right.
You couldn't tell me who's the best player in men's college basketball.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good point.
Ooh, nice.
That's a really good point.
That's a good point.
And then right behind Clark, you would say Juju. Am I right?
Yeah, but you want to hear some?
I have to
the
give
most famous college player right now, as far as social media, all that is Angel Reese. Yeah. She ain't even a top 2 player.
Yep. She might not even be the best player on the team.
You
know what I'm saying?
So I agree with you saying, but you know what though? You know what? Real quick, Beans, not to get it off of college, but
go ahead.
The Women's World Cup in soccer was crazy. So women's sports in general It's always been there. It really has. I mean, obviously the players are getting better, just like the NBA. It's just there's more star power now. But you gotta remember, man, Cheryl Swoops, Candace Parker. It's been a wild thing, but now with social media and this girl going for the, congratulations to her beating the record. And people said, why didn't no one know about Kelsey Plum? Well, social media wasn't as lit as it is right now. Yeah. Even 2 years ago.
Yeah. And Kelsey played on the West Coast too.
No doubt. Yeah. But what I'm saying is now everybody's so focused on that chase with Maravich, and she deserves it. Like you said, Bean, she's shooting her lights out.
That shit is unheard of.
Shout out to her. And shout out to
in the shot.
She's doing the thing.
In the shot.
In the shot to South Carolina too.
Yo, the
being like the new UConn.
Crazy, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, we've all played basketball. Let me tell you something. The balls to take those shots. I'm telling you right there.
Yo,
you have to have extreme confidence to shoot those shots.
That's what I'm saying. She's pulling up like it's like water, bro.
Who at the first pick? Indiana? I might even watch her in the WNBA next year. Shit.
Yo, like water. Yo, like the girl's pulling up, coming down the court. She's the gut. She's coming and she's pulling up like it's not even like she knows.
They saying Juju's on track. If she stays her time, she gonna beat that record stacks. If she keeps scoring 40, 50 games.
Bro, Shiz, I just watched the Pac-12 championship, the Pac-10 championship game with Juju versus Stanford. I watched the whole game.
Wow.
Juju had a bad game and USC still won.
She easy on the eyes too. Juju let me chill out real quick. I don't want to get us canceled. I ain't on my Russell Simmons shit, yo. Please don't cancel that.
R. Kelly alert.
Like you say, Stack, you gotta call a spade a spade. No, because real quick, they were telling me about this girl Juju, right? I ain't gonna hold you, right? I'm like, oh, I said, I kept the game on a couple extra minutes. You know what I mean? I was like, she easy on the eyes.
Juju she get it off the bounce though. Caitlin Clark get it off the jump shot. Juju get it off the bounce. She played like a
check her out.
Straight up.
I gotta check her out. I don't know who this player is.
Yeah, he's right.
Because they all stayed. That's what I believe. I agree with Terrell because I feel as though these dudes are just jumping right to the NBA. I just feel like, you got guys, the girls seem like they have to stay. You know what I mean?
And that's crazy. Don't think about it. We talk about women's college basketball. We haven't mentioned UConn women one time.
Good. Because I don't like Ori. I cannot stand that dude, bro.
And what's going on with them?
I can't stand that dude.
What is going on with UConn?
Nah, they just can't. They come back down to earth. I mean, they had a Patriot like run, Stoney. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's a matter of time. Yeah, that team won like 100 games in a row.
With that being said, my favorite women's basketball player is Maya Moore of all time. For me, that's mine.
Yeah, she's tough.
Maya Moore was my favorite. Like Maya was.
Mine was Cheryl Swoops.
Yeah, I take Maya Moore. When you don't lose a game,
I like Skylar Diggins. She was easy on the eye too.
You going by looks though. She stopped.
Yo, leave him alone.
Who's that girl from Tennessee? The one that played for Tennessee.
Cabbage.
Y'all go.
That's a whole lot. Candace Parker. You talk about Stone.
Candace Parker. There you go.
I
think she was the nicest.
My girl said Candace Parker's head game is crazy.
She was easy.
Every time she sees Candace Parker on TV, she's like, who laid that?
She's the easiest on the eye.
She's the easy on the eyes.
Easiest. Not easy.
And my girl said her head game is crazy. Because my girl do hair on the side. She's like, who laid that down? Who laid her head down?
Yo, no homo. We see my man like, damn, his fade looking clean right there. Yo,
right?
Hey, yo, don't remember when Poppy had the beard fade?
Poppy did have that beard fade.
They be fading the beard got the tape up.
Remember that?
Poppy's tape on the beard? Yo, when he taped that, Poppy beard game was on point, though.
Yeah. Tell him he probably big.
No lie. Yo, I don't know who was cutting his hair. I don't know if he was a hair
He had his
barber.
own barber. What are you talking about? He had his own. He flew his barber in from Miami. He
That's right.
Yeah.
Tried to.
He
Yo,
supplied his barber from Miami. That's a
Had him on a salary.
Yo,
On a
Stone,
salary.
Poppy interviewed like, yo, look at Poppy big game right there.
tight. His bed game's tight, yo. No bull.
No Beijing. With no Beijing.
With no Beijing. With no Beijing.
Jalen Rose started to look like a bozo out there. No,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He started to look crazy.
Yeah, let me tell you about Jalen Rose. Listen.
What's going on with Jalen Rose? Tell me, y'all.
That's my guy and all that, but you know what happened with him? I think he was starting to look like a cartoon, man.
That's what I'm
TV.
saying, man.
First of all, his hair was too dark.
Yeah,
his lineup was just too sharp. Like I'm like, yo, it's like he drew it on there.
They did that on.
I'm like, yo, slow down, because it has to.
But Cat Williams called it a man unit.
It's like, yo, you gotta have some natural look to your joint. It can't be that sharp like that. The way he said, and then that dark.
They spray on. You know they spray on. That's
but he got carried away with that, man.
Huh?
He got a little too carried away, and that probably cost him his job. His look probably cost him his job, not even his skills, man, because he was a great analyst. He knew the game of basketball. He broke things down, but I think they looked at him. They're like, "Yo,
ESPN,
you gotta slow down."
And asked him to take a pay cut, and I heard he said no.
Oh,
so that's what caused him.
As he shouldn't. As he shouldn't.
As he shouldn't. As he shouldn't.
As he shouldn't. You're right.
As he shouldn't. Stephen A took one. He took Stephen.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Stephen started at 20. Jalen didn't start at 20.
Yeah, I mean. Stephen A, but he's a personality, and you could tell he really.
They're not gonna lose. They would not lose out on Stephen A.
No, they that's all they have.
That's all they have.
Because look, this dude is struggling now.
Think about it, y'all. Think about
Skip is struggling.
This is listen.
I hate that. I haven't watched that show since Shannon Sharp left.
They struggling.
Real quick before we go on, and I know we're ending because we're actually segueing into this to the culture part, guys, of sports and entertainment. We're heading into the entertainment culture side because I could tell our conversations flowing that way. But before we flow that way, I have actually 11 people in this live right now, and that's great. Thank you guys for chiming in, hanging in there with us. We appreciate it, but please hit the like button. Give me those thumbs up and those likes in the YouTube side of things. If you're on the Facebook side of things, jump over from the Facebook side of things and give me the likes on the YouTube and the likes on the Facebook. Both sides. It helps our algorithm and it helps our channel grow. If you're new to Parlay with us, this is your first time joining in on us and seeing how we vibe and get down. And you know this is how it is. We're regular guys talking about sports the best way we know it. We've been in sports our lives. Some of us played, some of us coaches, and things like that. So with that being said, hit that like, hit the thumbs up, and share it. We really appreciate it.
And Beans, before you forget, real quick, just because you want to reiterate and Crook you too with the best bets. I just want to give mine real quick. So I said Austin Rivers, 23.5 over points. Rebound.
Hold on 1 second. Let me bring that back. So people, if you're watching, and number two, if you're new to
say that right. You said Austin Rivers.
Austin Reeves, I know, right?
Hold on, time out. Hold on, that's what I'm saying. Before he goes in, I'm glad he broke that.
When he went to the window, right?
I'm glad we broke that. So,
I blame it on your son Terrell.
If this is your first time joining in on Parlay with us here on this live, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends and family and colleagues. Please hit that subscribe button. And before we move on, we are going to give you a recap on our best bets. We did our best bets about a half hour ago. Now we're going to drop you the best bets again. We're going to do a quick recap. Doe, you go first. Do your best bet recap before we move on.
Thank you, Bean. Minus 115, Austin Reeves, 23.5 over rebounds, assists, and points. And DraftKings has a special for the game tonight. It's plus 150 for LBJ 25 plus, and Anthony Edwards 25 plus. If you just want to do an LBJ, you could do 40.5. That's rebounds, assists, and points, and that's a minus 115.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Let me see if I can give you applause if anybody didn't hear it. Thank you. Let's move on to Crook. There you go, Crook. It's your turn. Please
Yeah,
give me
man.
on your best bets of tonight's.
I'm taking North Dakota with the money line. They -1.5. You could take the -1.5. I mean, I wouldn't hate that. But I'm gonna take the money line -130 against Nebraska Omaha. For my best bet, my favorite bet tonight is that game, 9:30. And I'm gonna give you another best bet. I'm gonna take the Lakers on the money line tonight against the Timberwolves. They need this win. They hungry. The Timberwolves are pretty much they gliding right now, and I think they're coming off a back-to-back. So I'm gonna take the Lakers tonight on the money line as my my other best bet, my second best bet of the night. So we have North Dakota money line and the Lakers on the money line tonight for my best bets.
Thank you, Cook, man. You get a applause for that. Thank you, Cook. We appreciate that. Thanks for giving you guys the recap on y'all best bets of tonight's show. So with that being said, let's end the show with whatever we have going on in the culture today, guys. I know you guys y'all heard Shannon Sharp come out y'all mouth. Shannon Sharp is being clowned out there this week in social media. With the whole man person and I think for some reason the focus.
What do you do?
He jumped out. He was seen jumping out in front of a Total Wine with kind of a
kind of
funny looking outfit.
Oh, okay.
He won't do that again though.
And then a bright orange man bag. A bright orange man bag
with a green outfit.
In a green, olive green outfit.
He wanted you to see that man bag. That's
great.
He wanted you to see that.
Yeah, it was kind of odd.
That's weird. He's been acting weird lately.
So that's what I'm saying. I noticed that the focus has been on Shannon Sharp lately, and I don't know why.
He wants that. That's the clickbait that you talk about.
Exactly. So
he likes it. And he mentioned it.
Yes, and you know who else too? Before we move on, and since we're talking about it, and podcasting is the wave of the future. We are trying to build a podcast right here organically. This is not without no help of mainstream media or anything like this. This is us. This 4-team horseman team right here is building our own podcast media entity, whatever, however you want to call it. And all of us are putting in our work. But that's the wave of the future right now is podcasting. So with that being said, the reason why I'm mentioning that is because we was segueing in a minute. You guys was talking about ESPN and firing this one and hiring that one or not taking this one. And we're talking about Stephen A. ESPN has an issue going on that's going to come to fruition in the near future. Stephen A's social media presence is growing and getting larger as we speak. Right now, Stephen A's talk show is for some reason hitting those plateaus where guys from the Pivot and I Am Athlete is probably taking a hit on the ratings due to Stephen A's podcast. So with that being said, the same way Shannon created his own entity with Shannon, Shay, whatever you want to call him on his podcast show, because he got released by Fox, he didn't need to go nowhere else, right? He created his own thing, and now it's Cat Williams helped him be. Cat Williams put him there, right? Stephen A is heading in the same direction. I'm not saying Stephen A is more of a personality than Shannon, but Stephen A, as far as on the social media podcasting platform, the dude's trajectory is going like this. So with that being said,
don't forget, Shay's been around. The only reason why it's different now is because my brother used to watch that. The only reason why it's different now is because he ain't tied to a quote unquote major label. So he can get in the car and go to Queensbridge now.
Right.
Steve Stout and talk to Jungle.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. I like that.
He ain't doing the whole And I'm not. What you're saying is 100%
That's what I'm
right.
saying. Stephen A's in the same. They
Shay
going
Shay's
in
been
that.
around.
They
People
going on
think
their
Shay Shay,
own.
not you.
These guys are creating their own entities now.
Yeah, because they can now. They could take more chances. You know, if he was on there with Skip, as much as Skip was Lil Wayne and rapping, and that's my brother, they wouldn't let Shay Shay do those type of interviews. You ain't gonna have Cat Williams. You ain't gonna have Steve Stout and Queensbridge with Jungle.
And he knew that.
Do all those interviews. You ain't gonna be beefing with Cameron and Mace. You're just not. And Mike Epps. Like you said, but I just wanted people to know Shay Shay's been around for a while now.
No, I'm not saying he hasn't been.
No, I'm not saying you. I just want to let the people know, because a lot of people think
even
he just
Stephen
came
A,
up with that.
Even Stephen A being on let's say a major platform like he, running with Disney, because that's who ESPN is. He's running with Disney. He's creating, Stephen A right now is creating his own side thing where if things do go sideways with Disney,
which it will.
Which it will.
Everything gets old. Everything gets old, man.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what I'm saying. Everything. You're right, yo, Stoney. You're totally right. Everything gets old, and he is building something different. Because I'm noticing that, guys. I watch what's going on as far as I'm in this YouTube thing. I'm in it, right? Y'all know I'm in it. We're trying to build something here. So I do watch these guys, and they're in our genre. So I have to watch some of these shows and see how the trajectory of these shows. And Stephen A just started that thing, let's say last summer. And bro, what it is right now, trust me, he just like leapfrog some of them guys I already just mentioned to you guys. And they
now, does he have guests on? Because I'm ignorant, because I don't really.
It's just him and his house, bro.
I actually watched the one when he had Tom Brady on there.
Oh,
so he's pulling guests now. He's pulling guests now.
Okay.
But in the beginning, it was just him in the mouth.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? People like to hear that mouth for some reason. They like to hear that yap. And for real. And then it morphed into now he's sitting down with people in the studio now. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm not, kudos to them, cheers to them, but I'm taking a page out of these guys' book, and that's what I want us to do. Because God spared life.
Well, look, I think Shannon, to go to Shannon, I think him, when he did the recent one with Steve Stout, that was major.
Yeah,
that was huge when he did that. He went to the projects.
Yeah, that was major.
Man, let me tell you, where he did in this interview, this is gonna be another.
That was dope.
Another high rating.
And I'm in the industry, so
this is what I'm talking about.
Cat Williams was huge. This one's gonna be even bigger, I think.
That's what I'm talking about for us.
And I think Steve Stout pushed that. Steve Stout pushed that agenda.
Not to cut you off though.
He pushed it. He said, "Yo, let's do something different."
Stoney, not to cut you off. That is where I was headed. These are things that we've been talking about. Getting in there and getting in with the guys on the ground that we know that's been out here playing ball. Like you said, what Doe had the perfect saying for it. The ones who the how you say that, Doe? The ones that didn't make it, the ones that should have, the woulda, coulda, shouldas. We have that opportunity because we have those connections to talk to some of those peoples. We just need to get on the ground and do it. The same way that Shannon can run into the PJs and talk to Jungle and Stout and them. We know people that was major out here in sports that's still living in the community that we can get to. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's organic, and people will love to see that. So that's where we need to do. We need to we will hit the ground one day and bring that same type of, not the same type of content, but bring that type of genre. And
beautiful thing about it is we have charisma, and I'm not knocking any of these dudes. I'm on that level now. I'm on the positive end. I'm not knocking none of these dudes. I'm just keeping it 100.
Right.
So long as we keep the energy, the charisma we have, because we some cool, people watch this show. I told you I was at my job. I work nights now. Mm-hmm. I work with people coming up to me. I seen you on, I seen that word of mouth.
Right.
So you know, the being organic, knowing our sports, talking our ish, and just keep working hard. I believe just like the music business, man. I'm in a music business class in college, man. The algorithm is everything. If you just consistently keep going and just keep putting out content, it's gonna catch. Even if it's one great show, one great word, one real. Even if it's a serious topic which hits somebody, which my I think Crook will appreciate this. With my culture is with as much as I talk shit about the Red Sox, with Tampa and the Red Sox being in DR this weekend, huge. Yo, they're raising money. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to Pedro's out there, Poppy's out there. I know there's always a political aspect of it. I'm not going to front. But just them shedding light on things out there. And, you know, I didn't realize that they don't get that many professional games as far as teams going out there. I just automatically figured since, you know, what is it, Crook? 20%, 30% of the league is from DR, something like that.
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
You know,
the numbers heavy.
And for them to be out there and building hospitals and, you know, right behind the field and helping families, because at the end of the day, this is what you get into it for. If you make money, I'm not telling people how to spend their money. I'm not telling people what to do with their money. You don't want to spend money on nothing, fine. But you have to give back at some point. That's why I used to tell
look, you have to give back, period. I'm going to put everybody on blast. You got to give back, period. Right. Because you can't become a successful person knowing that your town is the reason why you became successful, whether you like it or not. You know why? Because you had to live there, and that town raised you. That city raised you.
Yeah.
The teachers, your friends that protect you.
Good point.
You just didn't do it on your own. No matter what, no matter how you look at it, you have to give back. Because if it wasn't for those people that was around you, the city, the teachers, your friends,
just the community, everybody, infrastructure in general,
you wouldn't be where you at, you know, and you have to give back. It's an obligation. You have to give back.
I think that's
have to give back.
A key word. That's the key word in tonight's culture segment, is about giving back to the community as far as in any capacity that you can. Either I don't care if you're filthy rich or a superstar or a regular guy like myself or you guys. You know, sometimes we do got to give back. And sometimes
look at Stacks. He puts people to work that probably, and not to put him on, that probably could. He gives. Listen, when you get in a position, and Stacks ain't, you know, Stacks do well for himself, but he ain't on that level. He still take care of people where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Giving people jobs, and that's real shit. We gotta talk about that more. You understand what I'm saying?
Like he's employing the community around.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Solid.
Like,
and that is solid.
Everybody's too busy running around here thinking about the wrong stuff, man. I'm telling you, I tell people all the time, just like my two stepsons, I tell people all the time, no one, it seems like nobody, unless you play football or basketball, you got kids out here running track. You got kids out here. I met a kid swimming from the hood with a swimming scholarship. Swimming. Will he make the Olympics? Probably not, but will he go to business school and build off of that and buy him a little house or build a business and then teach one? We ought to make the pros to, man, I'm around these kids, man. When I went to Syracuse, and I'll be going to UMass soon, I'm around these kids, man, and I'm not trying to divide no one. I'm just talking about the people of color, man. I'm impressed. Because we always think everybody's out here on some ratchet shit. But a lot of these kids, man, are working, going to school, you know, running track, swimming. I mean, you know,
the media will portray something.
And we ain't giving them kids. That's why I want to get Malcolm on here. He just actually officially got his letter signed But
Good.
you know, the thing
I
is,
want him on here. Listen,
yeah,
Stacks,
and the thing is,
Stacks got his show. Stacks will have his.
yeah, we're gonna talk about that, and I'll end on this. I don't want to take up too much. The thing is, I'm big on that as far as people like Stacks, not because he's my brother. People like him employing people. You know what I'm saying? Beans Crook. I see the show y'all did. Just giving people information on how to eat, how to save your money, where to invest your money. Like, these are things I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying that we can't do it. This is a free country, but we have to promote it more. Other than this ratchet ass shit, you see people fighting.
That's right.
People on these little snippet videos punching someone in the airport. Yep. I think there's an agenda behind it. Yep. But my point is like, I'm just trying to see more informational videos with men of color. You understand what I'm saying? Not saying I'm not trying to divide. I'm not dividing no one.
I'm glad you said
saying,
no doubt.
We have things to offer other than the ratchet shit that you think, and not even just what white people think, what even our own people think, and even what
that's portrayed. That's
black men, people, men of color in general. We don't have to. They have to, and we're responsible of telling our story, not to brag or boast, but to basically say, like, look at Stacks from the hood, from the mud, grinding it out, bro, owns his own successful business, hiring other people. That some people probably that might not be able to get hired somewhere else, but taking a chance on these people. You understand what I'm saying? You guys doing a platform, how to eat correctly, how to take care of yourself. I lost my father, man. He was young, heart attack. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we don't know who, if we don't know what, do you know, do you go to the doctors? Do you as black men, do you get your mental health checked?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? These are things that we don't like talking about.
That's solid questions. That's and to piggyback off of what you're saying, and I appreciate what you said, though. Thanks for you know bringing that out there and even mentioning that is we all supposed to give back, like Stoney says. All of us supposed to, and if you're not giving back, there's a problem. And that's the one of the main, and that's another reason why I know we're not on our 2-show platform, and as far as the Parlay with Us sports side of things, we're not on a 2-show platform right now. We're on a 1-show platform on Sundays. But me and Stoney decided to say, let's do a Let's Talk About It platform where we talk about what's going on in society, your community, and the world in general. And that could be in any kind of concept that might be, like you said, health, men's health, finances, this, that, and the third.
How many people know that in Boston, if you're over 26, you can go to community college for free? How many people know that?
There you go.
How many people know that?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Massachusetts, not just Boston, in Massachusetts.
And those are segments in Let's Talk About It. I know, though, you're working, but those are segments that, I would love to be bringing up during Let's Talk About It. Those are things that we should be talking about, that if you're over a certain age, you could go to school, go back to school and broaden your horizons. And
I think that may just be in New England, period, though, because I know they got.
No, I know. I know. I made a mistake. It's New England, period.
Yeah. I know they have it in Maine. My little nephew about.
I made a mistake. It's New England.
So that's a good thing. So these are things that about the culture that we got to talk about and we got to put out there, because people from Boston are watching us, and if they're watching us, we have to let's say we have to divulge correct the information. Tell the people what's going on out there, things that every day that we're sitting up there researching on, learning about, reading about, and even just by Doe said word of mouth, we're hearing about this is how we should be doing things. This is the correct way to do things like that. That passes down, and it goes from each one, teach one. And that's the major thing.
Right.
Each one, teach one, be positive out here and all, and leave the ratchetness alone. The ratchetness is literally giving us before it used to be, think about this, fellas. Crack cocaine, drugs, and gang violence in the late 80s and early 90s was the basically how they would, let's say, place us or label men of color back in them days. Now it's just straight ratchetness. They're wilding. It's back to wilding out, especially what's happening in New York City and all that. It's back to wilding. You know what I mean? And the media now is trying to once again recycle that thinking and saying, look at them again.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. For every 5 stores that's looted, there was 3 or 4 young brothers and sisters that got scholarships. That's all I'm trying to say. So when we start evening it out, and I know no one like, listen, we human beings. No one wants, everybody wants to hear some drama. Yo, you heard what Cat Williams said? Oh, you heard it. Mike Epstein, Shannon. I'm just saying, you could even, that could still happen if you want. But you could also talk about the 4 or 5 kids. There's a scholarship. You could get into BU. There was 5 scholarships given out to BU out of RCC. RCC wasn't even accredited a couple of years ago.
Right.
We couldn't even get a president to stick in that school. Now they're giving out scholarships to BU. That's all I'm saying, because it's always going to be ratchet. And I'm not saying don't be ratchet. You got to be who you are. Until, you know, it is what it is. I'm not trying to preach on here. I'm just saying for every, I have the platform. I'm on this platform to talk to. So for every 4 or 5 looting stories and cop shootings and all that, I'm going to give you 4 or 5 stories about kids who graduated, people like my man Stacks, Beans a crook, fathers to their daughters, and just be a good people in general. That's what I want to do, because everybody's on here saying they want to give back. Sometimes giving back, if you don't have money, is telling your story of success. And success is just you just doing the right thing.
Being a solid person.
Told me the other night, are you worried? Because I was going home at like 11, 12 o'clock. I called Crook on Thursday night, and I was like driving home, and someone said, are you worried to drive home at that time? Because you never drive home at that time in your time. It's silent. I said, if they pull me over, they're going to see a brother with the books in his car from school in my uniform on. So, hey, I don't have nothing to hide. I'm over here trying to do the right thing. You understand what I'm saying?
When you grow up in Roxbury in our era, you ain't scared to go home at no time.
That's true. That's a fact, too. That's a fact, too. Only thing is, I ain't going to hold you. I seen a dead the other day run through the street. I was like,
Faceless, what up, Faceless? Faceless back in the building. I ain't seen
Faceless demo. What happened to Faceless demo? Yo, what up, Faceless? Yo, Stacks, you're right. He said it too. What up, Faceless? Like Faceless ain't been
what up,
on
man?
here.
You Faceless, come on, Faceless.
Come on, man. You ain't been on here in a minute. Faceless,
you
our number 1 guy, man.
Hey,
Faceless
was
our number 1. Think about it. Faceless was like our first actual
man. Faceless,
that man a bumper sticker.
You know what I mean? Yo,
Faceless, you ain't go upstate for a little bit, did you?
He said my phone had been a while. Yeah, Faceless, man. You've been about you was like numero uno, number 1 actually a subscriber on here, man. You was our number 1 guy on here, man. That's the only thing. Every week we knew Faceless, but we ain't seen you since like probably November.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, but you back, man. Good look, man. You know, he said he been watching the replays. Yo, thanks, Faceless. Thanks for watching. Much respect, much love. Thanks for watching the replays. And always, like I always say, hit that thumbs up, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Help the algorithm.
Hey, and you don't have to expound, but real quick on it. You have to talk about real quick on entertainment. That Shogun on FX that's the real deal.
I heard
that is the real deal.
I heard so.
Shout out to the Shogun. Shout out to that joint, The Gentleman on Netflix.
Yo,
I'm a big guy with them English movies, man.
I gotta check it out.
Yo, me too. So, what's The Gentleman about? Tell me, yo. That's
you seen the movie, The Gentleman?
That's the movie.
Oh, no, I ain't seen that.
Nah, it's not. It's a series now. Now they got the series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there's a movie called The Gentleman.
Yeah, you got shout out to my man Gus from Breaking Bad's in the joint.
Yeah.
Oh, Gus is in there?
Bugging out.
Yeah, Gus is in there.
Bugging out. No, that's bugging out. Don't
hold on. That's on Netflix.
Bugging out, Stacks.
That's on Netflix.
He got Rated Raheem killed.
Oh, that's true.
That's right. He did. Yeah. That's on Netflix, Stacks.
It's on Netflix. Yo, he'll always be Gus for me though. He always be Gus.
Nah, I like Gus.
He played that Gus shit, man.
No, he did.
Yeah, he played that.
He played that Gus shit. Serious.
He did.
Gustavo. Come on
Gustavo.
Yo, shout out to that brother right there, though. He been in a lot of joints.
Nah, he's in a
now.
lot
Oh
of
no,
stuff.
that dude's
He's
a
been
big
around.
time
He was in
actor.
school days. Remember
School
school days?
days.
Back in the days.
He's a
School
big
days?
time. Yo, he's a
Remember
real.
school days?
He's a real big
Yo,
time.
shout out School
actor.
Day. What he told my man? I'm from Motown, motherfucker.
Why don't you got any brothers up on the wall?
The Mandalorian. He's in the Mandalorian. He's in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's a serious. He's a
They
serious
stepped,
actor.
yo, they stepped on his. They stepped on his J's, the cement
He
J's.
said,
Oh,
he said, I ain't gonna. He
they
goes,
stepped on his
boy,
J.
car sells pizza.
The
Good
Met
as that
joint,
motherfucker
So
is.
he had the ill scuff on his J's.
Yo, I had them number 4 J's. I'd have been upset you scuffed my number 4s too, man.
Yo, he scuffed them things.
What was
Like,
his name? Gustavo
Dirty.
Spring?
Now Espinosa, I think it's Espinosa or something. I think it's like
No.
Giancarlo,
Was
his
it?
name?
Yeah, Giancarlo Espinosa.
Giancarlo
Right?
Espinosa or something.
Yeah.
That's his name. Giancarlo Espinosa.
Yo, Beans, he do a good joint in that gentleman, man. You gotta watch it, man.
I'm gonna watch that. You know, I'm.
The
You know,
Shogun. Shogun's like.
to tell you the truth, those I hate to say it, those UK movie, those UK shows,
Ain't
they
nothing
movie-
touching them.
yo,
I'm
hands
right
down.
I put
hands
dough on
down.
to it. I'm gonna say it again. Gangs of London is the
Gangs of
illest-
London, yo, serious.
the illest thing. I know y'all, everybody on their power shit. I get it, but I'm telling you right now.
nah. I think it got watered
It
down.
got
Power.
ridiculous.
Gangs
Got
of
watered
London.
Power got
down, man.
ridiculous.
The gangs of London is
Gangs of London, no joke.
Gangs of London, dog. I'm telling you right
And
now.
all the Top Boys shows. Watch
All the
all the
Top
Top
Boys.
No, I'm gonna
Boys.
check that out. Gangs
Yo.
of London. I'm gonna check that out.
Oh, Stoney, you ain't seen that yet?
Nah.
Wait till you
so
see it,
I'm
bro.
telling you, man, just sit down
Wait till
and
you
watch
see
that
it.
joint.
Start from
2
season
seasons.
1. Wait till you
Seasons.
see
They
it.
got the 3rd season coming out here, but it's
Yep,
2
third
seasons.
season's coming. Yep.
I'm gonna check
Those
that out.
UK, yo, those actors, those UK actors, those black Brit actors, man, and British actors, nothing thing for the culture. There's like a war between the American actors and the black British actors, saying that they're taking all the black, the acting.
They working. They
But
working.
them
That's
dudes
what it
are
is. They
working.
working.
And shout
They-
out
And they
Shout
safe.
out
They
to
safe
Albert,
too.
shout
They
out
ain't
to
getting. They're not into all that other bullshit. They go to
Exactly.
work, do their
Yep.
thing. You don't
Yep.
see none of them dudes out here getting caught up, in clubs and all kinds, getting caught off guards and hitting somebody and all. Yo, them dudes go to work, they go home.
No, that's true.
Shout out to my man
Yo,
Stringer
think
Bell.
about it.
Shout out
They
to Stringer
safe.
Bell, Stoney.
Yo, shout out to
Stringer-
if you watch,
Yo,
did you
Stringer
watch-
Bell, let me tell you, that dude, his acting in The Wire was phenomenal, man.
check out
And
my
I
man,
and after all these years, I didn't know he was British. After
check
all
out my
these years,
man, check
I
out my
thought he was
man.
from around the way, man.
I'm gonna give y'all another one. I mean, it's a diasporan type of movie, but check out my man Kano.
Oh yeah, that's
from,
dope. I've seen that.
Kano from Top
Yeah.
Boy, aka Sully in The Kitchen. The Kitchen is a good movie. It has a subliminal.
No, it's dope.
It has a subliminal context.
And you know who made that movie, right? Beans?
Who?
The other actor, the dude from Sicario. He was in Black Panther. What's his name? The other black.
The dude who was the prince of I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's his movie.
Yeah. That's his movie.
That's his movie.
He's another UK guy though.
Yeah, he's
That's
another UK guy.
dude.
I
But
seen
yeah,
that. That movie was dope.
Yo, people, check out The Kitchen, man, with my man Kano, aka Sully from Top Boy. That's a good
Sully. Yo, Sully, Kano, yo, he played the shit.
Man, that hurt me when they got Sully at the end, man. That
hurt
man.
me. But Sully had to get it though.
Yeah, I agree with Bean. Sully had to get it.
Sully had to get it though.
I know. This is the way
He
it
had
happened,
to.
though.
Because he was gonna take care of Jax.
No,
He
I
was
know.
gonna get Jax. He was going for Jax. And do y'all really
spoiler alert,
Jax
man?
was-
I didn't even catch it yet.
Jax was solid. Think about it.
My bad,
Damn,
No,
man.
I know, but think about it. Jax was solid, y'all. So he was gonna go get Jax, and to tell y'all the truth, y'all know y'all watched the end of that. Jax is the one who took him in, did him in.
I think so. I agree with you, Bean.
Nah, I think it's a dude he stomped out. No,
Nah, it wasn't Jamie them peoples though. It wasn't Jamie's peoples.
I think it
Nah.
was Jax. I think
You thought it was like you think it's you think it's light skinned dude Jamie's peoples?
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's Jax, bro. Because I heard the spinoff, Jax is getting her own show.
But we're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. I think Jack is the one who did him in. I think she's the one who caught him sleeping.
No, I felt bad.
I won't deny it, but you know what? You know that dude with the hair is a good guess though, because he put the burn on his mouth and broke his teeth. You know what I mean? So
that's true.
Yo,
but Sully was.
I don't think it was him though, because the fear in that dude's face after Sully.
Yeah, that's true. He was. Sometimes those be the ones though. You know, those be the scary ones.
Nah, when somebody do some shit to you, and you know you gonna get him, you got that mean mug on your face, like, I'm gonna see this motherfucker. He got me right now. But when he was crying and boo-hooing, he was scared, dog. He was shook.
Yeah, he was.
But you're right. I didn't. Jack. It could be Jax. I'm not saying it was.
Because obviously, you know, it wasn't Jamie's little brother, so you already know.
No. He let him go. Give him a pass.
He let him walk. So, and Sully could have took care of him right there too. So you know, Sully was kind of real about that too. Yeah. He caught Sully off guard, but Sully could have got him.
Yeah, Sully was quick with that pistol. What he said.
That's what I'm saying.
What he said when he walked up on, they was over across in Morocco, and he walked up. Jermaine was shocked to see him. Right, he said, "Jermaine, don't lie to me. I'll bury you right here, bro." Bro. Yo, that's my best part, man. He said, "Yo, don't lie to me, bro. I'll bury you right where you sit, Jermaine." Yo, Sully made that shit.
Yo, Sully. But I was kind of mad. You know, we gonna get off of this. But I was kind of mad that him and Duchesne had to end like that, though.
Yeah.
They were brothers, man, and he shot Duchesne.
He was in his feelings too much with Duchesne, I felt.
Yeah, man. Why was he always up? I mean, Duchesne was a selfish dude, though.
Yeah.
Duchesne was a selfish dude.
He was.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
remember him from Get Rich or Die Trying in a wheelchair. Remember that? That was him.
Everybody was telling me like, "Yo, Duchesne was been acting since getting." Yeah, but yeah, I don't think that part of the movie when they had Sully go after Duchesne and kill Duchesne at the end. I think that was them dudes was brothers. But then again, that's that Cain and Abel type thing, right?
Yeah. So, I think Sully popped him by accident, though. I think he was just trying to scare him, like really. I think he was because he was hurt by that, man. He was hurt.
He was gonna try to dip. He was gonna take everything.
Yeah.
But then again, that chick, she took all the money. Duchesne was he was in a situation.
Duchesne was trying to get everything. Yo, he snatched the bag for Jax. I'm like, yo, he wilding right now, man.
Yo, nice show. If y'all don't know it, man, we talk about it. We reminiscing on it. Top Boy, one of the best shows out there, man, and UK type shit, man. Showing you how the brothers do it over there in the UK, man, and you know, Brixton and all them areas over there, man. So yeah, so guys, that was great. We gave y'all a little culture. We talked about these Brit TV shows that you gotta get. Sometimes they got this thing called a BritBox. You gotta
shout out to the BritBox. Some joints on there. It is.
Yeah, right. There's some joints on the BritBox. You gotta subscribe to the BritBox so you could do it off of Amazon Prime. They got tons of more movies and shows with a lot of those black brothers out there acting in the UK. Not just black brothers, but just UK movies, period. And them things be interesting. They make it interesting. It's different because it's a different scene.
Any Guy Ritchie directed joint, watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie, good director.
He directed the joint on Netflix, Beans. That's him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check that. You know I'm gonna check that, man. What was the Gentleman, right? The movie and then the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that. Trust me. So yeah, guys, man, let's end it. It was a good show. Thanks for everything. Thanks for the best bets, Stoney and Doe. Thanks for your college expertise, Stacks. We appreciate it, man. I know you live and die college basketball and basketball, period. And you know, this is the stuff that we bring to people. People love that, man. Look, we've been consistent with 12 people on the live watching us right now, and I appreciate that. That's smooth.
Yep.
You know, so
your Beans are feeling that tie-dye joint, though. I've been watching it the whole show, dog.
Oh man, yeah, you know me, man.
I got the bill on there. Ain't got the bill on there.
Nah, this is Nike. This is Nike tie-dye. Yo, this is one when I start wearing something like this, then you know spring's coming up here. That's all I gotta say. I don't get this loud with the colors on the sweatshirts until I know spring's coming. So yeah, spring's coming up here in New England. The weather is changing right in front of us. Today was the first day of daylight savings. So now we're back to the regular time. We moved ahead 1 hour. Spring forward here in New England.
Lost some sleep today.
So yeah, man, with that being said, guys, I appreciate everything. Join me, Stacks, and Crook on
I'm gonna hit y'all from the chat at work. I gotta be careful.
Jump in the chat. Good. Jump in the chat.
There's a banned phone thing going on in my job right now, but I'm gonna try to hit y'all.
Yeah, don't jeopardize the. You know, we just
man. You know, don't worry about it, man.
Salute to you, Faceless.
I'll hire you, Joe.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to move.
I ain't going out there.
My man's gonna have to pack his bags.
Look, me and Oscar gotta be on the slip on the night shift. We can't be on our phones like that, fam. You know what I mean?
Oh, with that being said, on Thursdays, guys, this is another segment. This is not a sports show. It is called Let's Talk About It, and it's us, the Parlay with Us team, and we talk about whatever's going on in our mind. Everything daily stuff, daily shit, whatever it is. We get it off our chest. We talk about it. Who's a bozo, who's a clown, who's a whatever. We get it all. Yeah, I think that's like the get it off your chest day. The Thursdays you wind down right before the weekend. You know, you're sipping on your, like it's a main lunch hour, like Stacks would say. And we just get it in for about 45 minutes. So though, if you can chime in.
I'm gonna chime in this week. We're gonna be later. Yeah, but what time y'all get on? 7s again?
Yeah, on Thursdays we do about a 7 o'clock show. That'll be cool.
So
Stacks didn't make it last week, so Stacks was under the weather last week. So for the first Let's Talk About It show, Stacks was kind of under the weather, but he'll be here this.
Now I watched the beginning of it. I gotta I'll take my break around that time so I could try to I might try to even like show my face.
You know, I sent you. You know, regardless, when I started, you got the link. So regardless, you got the link.
No, I ain't gonna front, bro. No, I'm real quick. I ain't gonna front. I didn't get the link. I woke up this morning, daylight savings, and I seen y'all on my screen on my phone. Y'all start talking about Bitcoin. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, no. I thought I sent you.
Bitcoin go to 70,000. By the way.
Oh, you just saw it this morning?
Yeah, I seen it this morning. I gotta like it. I go back and like it. I was bro. Listen, I've been working crazy. Trust me.
I kind of feel. I feel you on
my
that.
days are crazy, bro. But like I said, I'm gonna try to chime. I will chime in on Thursday, even if I write a comment or like a something.
That'd be cool. Yeah, like whatever the topic is, you can jump
on the algorithm. You feel me?
Right, that's cool. And salute to Faceless Demo. Faceless, come back, man. Come back to Parlay with us. You know, get these best bets out of the team, and listen to some banter, on sports and entertainment, man, and the culture. You could chime in like you always do. You are the number one first subscriber to actually engage with us on this channel. So always a shout out to Faceless Demo and thumbs up to him. So guys, with that being said, I am going to drop that outro. It was a good show. We will do this again.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, sun get through.